Hello and welcome back to our new episode on Pavni Tells. I hope all of you are doing good, taking care of yourself, staying safe, right? We are back in the part 5 in the first series of Vikram or Betal stories, the last part of this series before we begin our next story in our next episode. So, this is going to be the part 5 of Vikram or Betal stories. In our last episode, in Vikram or Betal part 4 story, we had ended on Madhumati's death, right? So, following what happened, how she died, and why this immediately happened, how did the cobra attack Madhumati? Let us see what is in store ahead in the part 5 stories of Vikram or Betal. So, the first chapter, so today we are going to be doing 3 chapters from this part 5. So the first chapter from part 5 of Vikram or Betal stories, Madhusudan and the Brahmin. So let's get started. Madhusudan became a devotee and wandered from one village to another in search of peace. So he was one of the suitors of Madhumati who had come as an alliance. One night, while roaming from one village to another, he came across a house. He asked the owner if he could stay there for a few days. The owner said yes immediately. Madhusudan was sleeping soundly when he was woken up by some noise. The owner and his wife were quarreling over some trifle, but the matter escalated. The owner, in a fit of rage, lifted his son and flung him into the fire. The son was burnt alive. Madhusudan was greatly distressed by witnessing all this. He was also very angry. He said to the owner, "You have done a very bad deed. You killed your child in anger. It was my mistake that I stayed with you. You will never be forgiven for your heinous crime," he said. The second chapter of part 5. Madhumati comes back to life. Wow. Now this is something interesting. Madhumati in the last part 4 of Vikram or Betal stories, was dead. Right? And her charred bones were taken in an earthen pot for immersion. This is going to be something interesting. Let's see how she comes back to life. That's the second chapter of part 5. So the owner felt guilty and regretted his act. He brought a book. He recited some mantras and sprinkled water on the ashes and bones of his son. Soon his son was restored to life. Madhusudan could not believe his eyes. He thought, if I can obtain this book, I can restore Madhumati's life. So one night, when everyone was asleep, he stole the book. He went to the cremation ground where Madhumati's last rites had been performed. He found Madho and Vaman there as well. He told them about the book. Both were very happy. He said to them, "Make a heap of her ashes and bones. Then I will restore her to life." They arranged the ashes and the bones of Madhumati. Then Madhusudan recited the mantras from the book. Soon Madhumati was alive. Wow, this is a miracle. All the 3 were overjoyed to see her. But again, each were blinded by the love for her. Each wanted to marry her. They started fighting amongst themselves for her. So now that Madhumati came back to life, the 3 suitors, Vaman, Madhusudan, and the third one, Madho, were fighting amongst themselves because they really liked Madhumati and each one of them wanted to marry her now that she was alive. Let's see what is in store ahead in the story. The chapter 3 of part 5, Vikram or Betal stories, the wise decision. At this point, Betal, the ghost, asked the king, Vikram, tell me whom Madhumati should marry. So there's another puzzle towards this end of this part. There's another puzzle here that Betal the ghost asks Vikramaditya, King Vikramaditya. So if despite knowing you don't answer my question, I will smash your head into pieces, he said. Vikramaditya gave a thought over Betal's question and replied, Madhumati married Vaman. Betal asked, but why? Vikram explained, each relationship holds a meaning. Madhusudan gave a new life to Madhumati, so he was like her father. Madho kept her charred bones, so he was like a son to her. Wow, this is a very, very thoughtful, stuff. So he was like a son to her. It was Vaman who had built a hut and preserved her ashes. So he was fit to act as her husband. Thus, Madhumati had every right to marry Vaman. Betal said, you are really an able king, Vikramaditya. But I had warned you not to open your mouth, which you did again. So here I go back to my abode in the peepal tree. King Vikramaditya, as usual, towards the end of the story, answering Betal, ran after Betal, right? Who had already flown away back to his abode. That was the peepal tree. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the part 5 in our today's episode, Vikram or Betal, right? So, on the viewer request, in our next episode, we will get back with a new set of story from another mythological or epic, which is Ramayana, right? So, if you enjoy our stories in our different series that we have, and if you wish to listen to more of our stories and have a good time with your kids, you can join us on Pavni Tells in our next episode. If you like our stories, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Pavni Tells. Stay safe, take care, and we shall be back in our next episode with altogether a new story, which is from our epic Ramayana. Till then, take care everyone. Love you all, children. Stay safe. We shall be back in our new episode of Pavni Tells. Thank you.